Hello everybody, today I'll be bringing you a model overview of the Boeing 747-400 by PacMin Models in the 1/100 scale. First off, I'd like to apologize for the background sounds and change the environment from my last video. Obviously this is a much bigger plane than the Convair CV580 from my previous video, and therefore it needed much more space to be shown. Alright, and another side note is this video will not be as in-depth as the CV580 was, just mainly because of the fact that this is a Boeing 747. Many people know it, whether they like planes or not. I'd say it's the most recognizable plane in the world, so therefore not going to go on with the history of this one. This is just a simple model overview. So first off, I'll do a 360 view of it, just so you get an idea of how it looks. PacMin Models, what they did is they painted it and then they put decals on it. So these decals are not bad. I've actually tried to stick my fingernail in between there, try and peel it off, and it will not. I mean, I didn't try very hard, but I don't think anybody would anyway. So I'd say it's nice quality with that. And yeah, there's a 360. It's a very big plane. Mainly doing this video to give a scale because I haven't seen too many videos on YouTube about it. So I'll just go pick up my Gemini Jets 1/400 scale model of a Boeing 747 in the UPS livery. Yeah. It is much larger, the Boeing model. Yeah, almost no competition there. And just for a more universal scale, here's an iPhone 4S. Here, this is touching the wing here, and can't take out my iPad too much further, but yeah, there it is on the wing. You could see how big this thing really is. Off of Boeing's website, they said this plane is 28 inches long with a wingspan of 25 inches. So yeah, you're going to need some space before you buy this one. Another thing about this one is that you're going to need some money to buy it. I paid $395 for this plane with shipping and taxes and all that good stuff. There are models made out there by PacMin Models of the 747-400. But it has like United Airlines liveries, Delta livery, and you would be able to pay less for that, but I chose to stick with Boeing because I didn't want to put too much money into something and just have one specific livery. I felt like it'd only be right to have the manufacturer livery, and that's Boeing. And on top of that, I love this livery anyway. And another reason why I paid this premium is that this plane is made in the United States, something that Gemini Jets, and as far as I'm aware, no other manufacturers do. I mean, I'm sure there's some obscure ones out there. Personally, I think PacMin is a little obscure myself. But they make their stuff in the USA, and I appreciate that. So what came with it was a big box with lots of film in it. That was... yeah, I got that immediately. I was waiting for this one. And the plane came unassembled, essentially. The two wings, they actually come off. This is kind of like, if you know Skymark's model, it's similar to that. The engines, however, are part of the wings. I'm not sure if Skymark's does that or not. And then the horizontal stabilizers also need to be attached onto the plane itself. The fuselage came as one, with the vertical stabilizer being a part of it. That does not have to be attached. What else this model came with was a informational brochure on their history of PacMin models and how to assemble it. It also has some warranty information on that, if you're into that. And another thing it's got is a cloth, just to clean the plane. They also in the brochure say how to clean it, and they provide a cloth for you. So I thought that was pretty nice, something that, you know, shows that they're kind of caring for them. So yeah, I mean, it's a very big plane, like I said. I think it's a worthwhile model. One thing to note though is that there are no antennas on it, and people might be thinking that, you know, you go 1/100 scale, you might as well go with all these antennas, like the 1/200 scales have that. But that's not necessarily true, especially with the packaging. I feel like in order to get all these antennas on here, you'd have to have some really secure packaging, and that's just unfeasible in my mind. Even that foam, you have to do some precision cutting on that to make sure the antennas and all that would stay in place and come unchipped. And plus, a scale model of a 1/100 would actually just be very small, just like it is in real life. And if it was true to scale, it would just chip off even if the packaging was super secure. At least that's what I feel. So yeah, not much else in this one. I just wanted to give you guys a general overview of the scale and how big this thing really is. It's not just, you know, you don't just multiply that 1/400 scale and then you just get that. No, this is much bigger. That's how a scale generally works. And again, I thank you for watching and have a good day.